I want to follow up on the basis of the meeting of the full SCOG today, general membership. Number one, Commissioner Burnaby, who's a member of this particular body, talked about the economic and legal viability of the project. Do you have any doubts about that?
No, I think most of the things that came back from the attorneys that we hired told us what laws we had to change. We're getting those changed. So I think legally we can do all of it. There's nothing there. He told us there's nothing there that stopped us other than what we've fixed. The financial aspect of it, I feel good with our user fees. I think that the Red Center has been doing that for over 20 years. They have 22 agencies. And it's not like we're trying to reinvent the wheel. We really want to expand on just basically what they've been doing. And user-based fees is the way to go.
Well, I was at a meeting recently where Mayor Healy made the statement that there's been 3 different sets of user fees. How do you respond to that?
Our user fees have been our user fees. Of course, the user fee structure changes somewhat by who participates and who doesn't. But the big number was, if everybody participated, and let's say only 60%, is that everybody else's fees go up? No, they don't go up that much because the center gets smaller. You don't have as many dispatchers, not as many people working, and really the fee structure doesn't change all that much, although it does somewhat, not dramatically.
Now, going to your 911 planning group, Mayor Healy's a part of that.
Yes.
Now, did you take the action of that particular group as being an endorsement of 911 going forward?
Well, not only did that happen, the first time that we met, Mayor Ciccinelli said if we're going to base this on user-based fees, I'd like to see the fee structure, and they tabled the meeting. And we put together the fee structure, brought it back, and then it was adopted unanimously.
One of the timelines I've heard, originally we were talking May of 2011, that we're probably with the uncertainties that have crept in out about another year from May of 2011. Do you have a comment on that?
I believe right now the holdup is we need to get the 2 centers transferred to SCOG. And if the 2 centers get transferred to SCOG, we can literally start the remodeling and putting in the workstations, as you heard today, to start moving some of the other centers into here. Plain started to move in. Louisville's already moved in, and I believe we'll have, that's the whole idea, is to get more and more one at a time. It was never to shut everything down in Stark County and then reopen a new one. We were going to try to make that transition by each department at a time, and I believe the Red Center is still committed, which is the largest agency, still committed to the project. They're just waiting to see if we get the buildings and build the centers.
Well, on the Canton piece, when is there going to be some movement from Canton?
I don't know. I mean, I have not. I would hope that, when the county, when we made the presentation to ask for their building, the sheriff came back with some counters of things that he needed. And myself and Joe Concato and the sheriff and Tom Burnaby met, and we were able to meet those things. And I believe, the county's on board with that. We have not heard any response back from Canton about what they need, what their counters will be at this time, so I can't answer that.
Well, let me do a what if for you. What if you don't hear anything, a month, 2 months, 3 months? Are we just going to sit and wait, or is there going to be some initiative to say, well, we need an answer one way or the other?
Yeah, I believe there'll be an initiative. I mean, we need to get a meeting together of all the people involved in this and see where it's gone. And quite frankly, yes, I mean, we have to get an answer from Canton to see if we're going to go in that direction, because if they don't, we're going to have to look in a different direction. Potentially, it could be the Red Center in the county, and Canton may be on their own if that's the decision they make. But that's going to be not something we would want.
Well, how long do you need? Let me put it this way: how soon do you need to know what Canton's going to do before you can proceed? Somewhere along the line, if you don't know you have the facility, you have to stop?
No, I don't. We wouldn't stop. I mean, we would go in a different direction if that's the case. Within a month, if a month doesn't come by, and we don't start getting some answers from Canton in a month.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah.